We just saw them, over 100 of them with guns. And they are so very close to us. They came and want to turn. They just use their gun, crack the gun, say, hey, Akib, Atla Barra. So we have to calm down. They tell us to stop. They want to shoot us. He fell down. A blood was just coming everywhere from his face. When I saw they kick him, I have to go flat because they want us to be flat on the floor. So even me too, they have to kick me to the floor. They use a gun to kick me on my leg. They have to speak Arabic. As that time I learn a little bit Arabic. They tell me I have to wake up. Aragum yazol atla barra. The thing I told is just a Nigerian problem. I even use my phone to video most of the problem happening there. Because I went there, when I went out, I saw a lot of people moving around, moving up and down. The weather was so dark, meaning there is a problem. There is food, everything, water. I can't even take anything because of the situation happening there. Because a lot of bombing happening, gunshot everywhere in the city. In the capital, now it is their capital, Khartoum. They told them that this is a foreigner, right away from Nigeria to Sudan. But I am Sadiq Musa.
Shukran.
Thank you. Taslam.
Yeah, welcome to another exciting episode of Visual Hues. As usual, my name is Nana Fatima Walshaibu. In today's video, Visual Hues has the privilege of traveling round away from Jos to Kano to meet a great footballer whose plight trade offshores. But let's just hear from the horse's mouth. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, wa alaikum assalam. I am Sadiq Musa. I'm glad and I'm so happy to meet Visual News. So first of all, I start my journey from Jos. I traveled to Togo when I was 15 years. So I went there. We play an African Sport Initiative which collaborate in Togo, from Abuja to Togo. After there, I come back to Nigeria. So I spent like 2 months in Abuja. So when I come back from Abuja, I stayed in Jos for 2 months again. So I'm now here in Kano. So from Kano, I take like 2 years again. I play a pro league here, which was a Giordano football team. Here is a club. So after there, I have a manager who's called Coach Yahya. So he make my process to Lagos. So when I went to Lagos, he with Sporting Lagos there. So after there, he called me back home to Kano. From Kano, he make me a promise. He will take me to Niger to play in Ima Football Club. Can I? I tell him yes. When I told him yes, I can play. So I went there. I spent just a half season there. From there, I get an opportunity to move to Sudan. So when I went to Sudan, they asked me, where did I play last? I told them everything about me. So from there, they asked me to sign 2 years contract. I tell them, no, I can't sign a 2 years contract. I want to sign a 1 year contract with them. So we make an agreement and promise with a huge of money. So I agreed at last. So when I signed the club there, I start playing there. I make like 5 months. After 5 months from there, I have to start planning to move to Saudi. So from there, there was a crisis which happened in Sudan, which the crisis started the problem is from the government there. So when I was sleeping in the room, that was Ramadan. So when I wake up in the Subah, I went to Subah prayer. I come back. When I was sleeping, I heard the knock of door, which are from the Arabs there, the soldiers there. So we are in a barrack. Our camp is in the barrack. So, but there is a distance from the camp and to the barrack places, to the soldiers there. So they walk from there to meet us in our camp. They wake up. They tell us that we have to wake up. There is a problem in Sudan. They have to speak Arabic. As that time I learn a little bit Arabic. They tell me I have to wake up. Aragum yazol atla barra. I asked them that they mean that I have to wake up to move out. There is a problem. That was a mushakin with Arabic. So I went there. When I went out, I saw a lot of people moving around, moving up and down. The weather was so dark, meaning there is a problem. So I just take a thing like a joke. You know, in Nigeria, I don't take the thing I told you, just a like Nigerian problem. I even use my phone to video most of the problem happening there because there are so many cars crashing on the road. I was surprised. Say, cars are crashing. So this thing was so terrible. Before I knew, I heard the sound of bomb. It was a MUSA'S moving there. So right from there, we have to start moving. We moved from Khartoum. We are in the city there, Khartoum. I have a friend who is in the city there. He took me to his house. So I think in a normal situation, it's just a 15-minute journey. But because of the crisis problem, it takes us right from 8 o'clock. It took us almost 4 o'clock to reach to his house. When we went to the house there, we saw his parents and guardians there. They were crying because they miss him. They asked him, "Who am I?" They told them that this is a foreigner, right away from Nigeria to Sudan. So they asked, I can't speak English, I can't speak Arabic very well there. I have to speak English to them so that they will agree. When I speak English to them, they agree. They were surprised. They tell us to come inside. There is food, let's come and take food. We can't even take the food. There is food, everything, water. I can't even take anything because of the situation happening there. Because a lot of bombing happening, gunshot everywhere in the city. In the capital, now it is their capital, Khartoum. So they destroy everything there. They destroy everything. We have to leave that same house that we are. That his house. We left the house. From the house there, they tell us we have to pack to move to a refugees camp. There was a refugees camp, which all the people in the area, they moved there to the refugees camp. So from there, from the refugees camp, we are along the way going to the refugees camp. We have a lot of problem happening. We saw a lot of attacking, a lot of things happening on the road. So it's just a 20-minute journey, but that one too, it takes us almost like 3 to 4 hours before we reach there. So Alhamdulillah, we went to the refugees camp successfully. When we are in the refugees camp, our president have to call us to ask us where we are. I tell him I'm with a friend who was a Senegalese. They call him Bob. So that Bob, he had a manager there. He took us to the house, to the manager house from the camp, because we can't stay there in the camp. We are so scared, afraid of what is happening. So we went there. When we went to their house there, so we spent like, inside Ramadan, we spent like 3 days. No food, no water. But there is food in the house, in the store. We saw there is water, there is drink. But we can't even take it. Our attention, our mind is not on the food because of the situation happening there. So after 3 days, around 2 o'clock in the night, midnight, I remember that I have to take water. I'm thirsty. When I take a bottle of water, when I was drinking the water, when I drank the water, I come remember that this is Ramadan. We are in Ramadan, so how is my fasting? Almost 3 days without eating, no food, nothing. So I finished the water. I asked my friend. So this situation is almost close to the house we are, because before we are hearing the sound so far. From there, the sound was coming close. The sound was calling closer. So I tell him we have to leave that house. He say no. We don't know any way in the city. Let's keep on sitting in the house. So when there is a almost 3-story building, I was in the down floor. He told me that he will be in the off floor there. So where are cutting now?
So is football your passion?
Yeah, football is my passion. So from there, he went to the last floor there. 3rd floor, I am the down floor. So there was a rocket launcher. That was a bomb. When I was in downstate, almost close to our neighbors there, he destroyed the house. From there, I went out without any notice, without nothing. I went out, I run. I don't know where they were. Even me, I was just moving on my own. I were thinking they have killed them in the house where I left them. So after I think 3 to 4 hours, we met there at the same refugees camp that we left. So before we left there, when I went out from the house, I were walking along the street. There was no one in the street. We don't even know that the people around there in the area, they have left. No one is in the area again. They went to the refugees camp. We were inside the house. We don't know that everybody was there. So no anyone there in the street again. So when along the way going there, I don't know anywhere. I was just moving around. I saw a soldiers moving. I saw their cars, almost over 10 cars moving. So I have to hide because so that they will not see me. So when I was hiding, I were moving. I saw one man with a Hilux. He just parked along at the front of his house. So when I saw the man, so my mind was so cool when I saw him. So I have to trek down to him. When I went there, I saw him. I greet him with Arabic. Kaifa halak? He answered me. How are you? How am I doing with Arabic? I say I'm fine. He say, who am I? I tell him I'm a foreigner. I'm from Nigeria. What am I doing here? Because he did not trust me. He tell me he have to search me before he accepts my welcome. So he searched on my body. He didn't saw anything from me. So he welcomed me. He tell me, where am I going? I tell him I don't know where I'm going. He tell him, where am I coming from? I tell him I was just coming from a house, a friend house, which we are almost 3 to 4 days there. So this crisis, I think before there was no crisis there. When the crisis was coming so close there, so we have to leave. We have to leave the house. So when we leave the house, so I was walking around there. I saw him. So he tell me, where am I going? I tell him I don't know where I'm going. He told me that I was a refugees camp. Can I follow him to go there? I say okay. I opened the door to the car. He tell me no. He's scared. He did not trust me. I have to climb the back. So I climb up at the boot at the back. When we are walking there, those security that I saw, they are passing over 10 cars. We saw them there again, and they saw our car coming. They start shooting at us. We have to get down, leave the car together with the man. We start running away through the bush. We left the car. The food that he went to, he's from the camp. He come to pick food for his family because they are thirsty, no water, no food there. So he tried to sacrifice his life to come and pick the food to them. That was where I saw him from the house. So we have to run away. We left everything there with the car. These people are still following us. Alhamdulillah, we succeed, we survive. We went there to the camp again. So when I'm the camp, almost like one day, I now remember that I have my friend who was Bob, that we left together in that house, that there was a problem. So after a day, I saw him. When I saw him, I ran to meet him because we are wearing a jersey like that for my club, Al-Marik Al-Ubayit. That was my club. So after there, I have to tell him what happened to me along the way coming. So we are there for like 3 days again. There was no light, because if there is no light in the country, there is no network. And even water will not work when there is no light. So my manager from Nigeria, he texts me a message on WhatsApp that the Nigerian president, that was Buhari regime. He told me that Buhari saying they will come and evacuate us from Sudan to Nigeria. So there was not flight, because even the airport there, the international airport there was so bombed. There were a lot of flights, a lot of plane was bombing there. They destroyed everything. So when I on my phone, there was a man who started his gen. That was generator. So we have to take that opportunity to charge our phone. I charged my phone, was just a 15%. I on the phone, I saw that message that they will evacuate us. Almost over 3 days, they sent the message to me. That was 1 day remaining to evacuate. Even the government here in the Sudan, they give all the foreigners notice. They just give us 3 days, and it was 1 day remaining. And every foreigner have to go out and leave the country, because they want to take action of what is happening. So I don't know what to do. As that time, it was around 9 o'clock in the night. So there was a man there that I met there. He asked me what is going on, what is happening. I told him that this and this that is happening, I'm a foreigner. He told me there was an Egyptian. So I have to explain to the man that this is what is happening. He told me there was a rickshaw. A rickshaw means keke napep. There was a man who picked some Egyptian from there, from the refugees camp to a school. There was a school there which they are collecting all the foreigners there in Sudan there. So he have to take me there. I asked him, in a normal situation, it was just a 200 naira to take 200 Sudanese pounds to take a person from there. So as that time, he told me I have to give him 10,000 Sudanese pounds. Because of the situation happening, he told me he will sacrifice his life from there to take me to the school where every foreigner was there. So I tell him, please, man, can I give you 5,000 Sudanese pounds? He tell me no, he's not interested, he's not going again. I have to beg him for the 10,000. I beg him, I tell him, okay, see the 10,000 naira so that he help me to take me there. He say, okay, let him go and see his family. He has 2 children and a wife there in the refugees camp. He was telling the family he has a passenger to take to the school. So from there, their family was crying because they don't know whether if he go, maybe he will not come back alive. Maybe he will not come back alive. They were crying. So when I saw them crying, I'm scared, but I have to leave there because I have to go back to Nigeria. I'm even eager and anger to move to Nigeria. So we went there. Along the way going there, on the road going, that same soldiers that we met that day over 3 days. So those soldiers, they are the rivals which they were fighting there. When we are going with him, there was a junction, T junction. When we went there, we just go to the T junction, we just take to the right. We just saw them, over 100 of them with guns. And they are so very close to us. The KK man want to turn. They just use their gun, crack the gun, say, hey, Akib, Atila Barra. So we have to calm down. They tell us to stop. They want to shoot us. So when we calm down, we just raise up our hands, put our hands on our back, on our hair. So when they send 3 of them to come close to us because they are afraid, they don't know what we carry. They search the KK napep. There is no any weapon, there is nothing there. So they tell us to squat down. When we squat down, our knees was down. They have to kick us. He kicked the KK man from his back. He just fell down on the ground. When he fell down, a blood was just coming everywhere from his face. When I saw they kick him, I have to go flat because they want us to be flat on the floor. So even me too, they have to kick me to the floor. They use a gun to kick me on my leg. So when I go down there, I flat-footed there. Even him was there. They have to search our body, everything. They collected my phone. So when they collected my phone, what I'm afraid of, I record. You remember when early I come out from the camp, I was thinking it was a joke. I just record what is happening. So that thing wanted to cause me a problem. So when the man, it is an iPhone, he collected the iPhone, the soldier, he don't know how to operate iPhone. He told me to open the phone. I opened the phone. If I opened the phone, I gave him, say I should enter my gallery. He want to see my picture. So when I enter my gallery, before I give him the phone, I have to scroll down so that it will not see what I video. So he just saw the pictures that I'm a foreigner. He asked me, are you not a Sudanese? I tell him, yes, I'm not a Sudanese. He asked the KK man with Arabic, is this a foreigner? Yes. Where are you taking me? Tell him that he is taking me to the school. So where they are evacuating everyone. So, and it's not allowed to touch a foreigner because it's not late, remaining 1 day. So they tell me, okay, I have to stand up, I have to wake up. We stand up, we wake up, all of us, we stand up. So along the way going, I tell the KK man, there is my phone with them. He tell me he cannot stop. I have to go down from the keke. I have to sacrifice because as that time, it was 11 Pro Max, 12 Pro Max with me. So when I went there, the man asked me, what am I doing here again? I tell him, hey sir, I have my phone with you and my everything, my passport, my everything is in the phone because I don't hold a passport. I just go out from the camp thinking of I'm coming back to the camp, maybe by like some hours like that. So from there, I didn't even take anything, even a shirt I did not take from the camp. With the cloth on my body, that's the only thing. I take my phone, only my phone and the cloth on my body. So when I went out from the camp, I have to remember I get like almost 100,000 in my wardrobe. I have to go back and take the money and my phone. So that money and my phone, it helped me. When we went to the school there, they told us like just a day remaining. So it took us almost a week before we left that school because there was no route, no flight. So the Nigerian government have to send money so that they evacuate us from Sudan to Egypt by land. That was by road. So before there, we have to get flight. So that was just a 2-day journey. But even that journey, it took me almost 5 days on the road before we got there. That was Aswan Airport there. Before we went there, along the way going, we spent like a day. After 1 day, we come to a border. They stop us in the border. They say, who are we? We say we are foreigners. We want to move to Egypt to fly to Nigeria. So at the border there, they say that they don't know and they are not aware. We are not going. We have to spend a day in that border and there is no food. We have money on all in with us, but there is no food to see to even buy the food. The main problem there is water. We are so thirsty. We want to take a water there. So when we settle them there, they have to make a contact and communicate with the embassies there. So when they release us, they allowed us to move. We were moving. We just saw a little village there. We stopped there, we tell them we need a water. They say there is a water, but the water was so far. So this is a bottled water which was sold 1,000 normal in Sudan. So that day they tell us each bottled water is 4,000 if you can pay. We say no problem, we are thirsty. So before we even reach that, I should cut the story for you. Before we reach there, all our money finished. You don't even know what to do. When we went to the Aswan, we welcome to Aswan at the border there, the immigration there, they stop us. So when they stop us, they tell us that they were not aware of they were sending us, so we are not allowed to enter the city from the border there. Another problem. So we have to spend like 3 days again there before they come and pick us from there. We went to the airport. So Nigerian government really tried. They welcome us, they give us food, we take shower, we take our bath there in the airport. From there to Abuja. When we land at Abuja, they give us some money, like 50,000, 100,000 from Aliko Dangote, donation from the president, and from MTN. They give us SIM, so that we have to use the SIM to contact our parents to come and pick us from the airport there in Abuja. So I think this is a little short of the story that happened to me when I was in Sudan. So, but I play a lot of clubs here in Nigeria and African country. Yeah, thank you so much.
So, as a coach, which age bracket do you normally coach football?
Okay. Right now, I'm not a footballer, I'm a coach because I'm still interested in the football because I have not any injury. The only thing happened is from the crisis that happened from Sudan. All my everything was there. My CV, my clearance, my everything was there. I have to get my clearance before I move again to another country. That was what made me to be coaching and play here. So Alhamdulillah, that coaching make me a lot of big progress here. I have on the 6, I have on the 10, I have on the 13, I have on the 15, on the 17, I have on the 20. So I have all these teams, so which I'm working with them now. Just of recent with my junior team, under 13, under 15, and under 17. We travel to Kaduna. We play a competition there. Alhamdulillah, we won all the 3 trophies. We play from the states. We play with Abuja, we play with Kaduna, we play with Jos. So a lot of teams there. So Alhamdulillah, we won all the 3 trophies. Yeah.
So what are the achievements you've gained from when you started football till now?
Yeah, I have a lot of achievement from football because football now is my life. Like now, in my football, I have a lot of, I have my medals, my certificates, which I achieve a victory. I have a trophy. I have a lot of things which maybe I will show you. You'll see it that I achieve. But what makes me to be interested in coaching? Alhamdulillah, I have the talent because I started from GVS Football Academy from Jos. From there, I learned a lot from the coach there. He was coaching me as a player. He was a coach. That was Coach Ibrahim Bros. So I learned a lot from him. That keeps on my memory. When I start coaching from here, when I'm in Kano here from Shagari quarters, I make a team. They call the team Al-Mujiza. I have a manager there, which was his company was Al-Mujiza. So from that company name, we make our team name, my own team name. He support me. That was Alhaji Abubakar. He support me. From there, a lot of teams start to look for me, clubs here in Kano, from junior teams. That was Kibia Football Club here in Kano. And presently, I'm the coach of R&K for Football Academy. And presently, I'm the coach of Jais Bank. That was a bank. All Jais Bank here in Kano, all their branches, I'm their head coach here presently. And these are PDSL Football Academy. This is my current academy that I have that under 13, under 7, under 10, under 15, and under 6. All those categories, I have them, which I wish you will see them, inshallah.
So what advice do you have for footballers?
Yeah, my advice to footballers is that people don't have to be in haste. They don't have to be in rush. You have to calm down. Everything have a reason. You understand? So whatsoever you have your plan, and God's plan is the best. So you don't have to rush. Any manager that promised you he will take you from here to Europe or somewhere, he asks you money. So I don't think that was a good manager by collecting money from you. A good manager with your talent, with your performance and ability, he don't need a kobo from you, a naira he don't need from you. He will sponsor you everything. Like this coach Ibrahim Bros, he will sponsor you everything, which he knows that he will get what he wants from you, and you too, you will get what you want from him. I think the advice I will give to my other coaches and players, they don't have to be in a rush. They don't have to believe in fake people. You know, now we have a lot of people which they don't faithful promise. A lot of people are not promising, they are not faithful their promise. So people, you have to be very careful who you work with and who comes to you and who advises you, a friend. Yeah.
Shukran.
Thank you. Taslam.
Wow. Great. This is interesting. Here Dexterity Speaks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Visualist, and make sure to click on the notification button to be notified whenever we drop a new video. See you in my next video. Bye.